Call of Duty Vanguard multiplayer is coming, and for some players, even as early as this weekend, which is kind of wild to consider. During COD Champs today, we ended up getting our first sneak peek at multiplayer, a brand new mode called Champion Hill, and a load of other stuff relating to multiplayer within Vanguard. So today we're breaking down everything you need to know in regards to the Alpha, the Beta, Champions Hill, and much more in between. So as we go along, let me know your thoughts down below. Are you guys looking forward to getting your hands-on experience here with Call of Duty Vanguard multiplayer? Are you looking forward to Champion Hill, that new mode here coming within Vanguard? Whatever the case may be, let me know your thoughts down below. But as well, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like down below, and of course, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Vanguard and anything COD related. We have so much stuff here that you still don't want to miss, so stick it here on the channel for all of that. And finally, one last shout out to my friends over at Gamer Advantage. More on them in a bit, but they're 20% off with code Espresso ends tonight. That said, let's jump into all the information you need to know about Vanguard multiplayer. So again, during COD Champs today, after match 2, we ended up getting a little segment with Greg Rasdorf from Sledgehammer talking about Vanguard's multiplayer, to which we saw that campaign trailer and game trailer open up things again, but then they went into talking about something called Champion Hill, a new take on gunfight mixed with battle royale elements, and a new mode here going into Vanguard. So this is a bit of a more experimental mode, it seems like, in relation to the core COD experience, but Sledgehammer's giving us a playable alpha similar to years in the past with things like the Gunfight Alpha and Modern Warfare, and then that traditional MP alpha that we got last year with Black Ops Cold War. But Champion Hill, again, is that sort of combination of a few different COD experiences that we've seen as of recently. In the alpha build in particular, we'll be able to play 2v2 as duos or 3v3 in trios. The premise of Champion Hill is to be the last team standing, but the action all takes place on one larger map segmented into smaller pieces, kind of like gunfight maps. Those portions, though, being the central buy station area and then the combat rounds of the airstrip, the train yard, the market, and the courtyard. So imagine you're playing multi-team gunfight in which you have other teams out there and you can kind of cross over from gunfight map to gunfight map if we're understanding this correctly. Each team has a set number of lives. Your goal, of course, is to take down enemies and eliminate everyone else before your lives reach 0 and you're eliminated. Each team starts with the same loadout, but you can upgrade that weaponry and other items in your loadout as you go along by killing enemies and collecting cash scattered in drops around the map. So you can end up upgrading your firepower in various aspects, including things like attachment upgrades going up to 10 attachments per weapon. So that leak we discussed a little while ago, that's actually true and is going to be something interesting to see how that carries forward with the further implications into traditional multiplayer. But we also see then you can upgrade things like new armaments, equipment, perks, kill streaks, and all during buy rounds that happen between the combat rounds as well. So honestly, this is an incredibly interesting bit of a mode, but also I don't think this is going to be representative of the full game at all. I feel like Sledgehammer are giving us a little bit of a fun mode to play around with here before we jump into the main action of the beta later on in the summer here. Just a small bit, just like how Modern Warfare's Gunfight Alpha 2 years ago wasn't fully representative of the entire game itself. So it'll be nice to get a hands-on feel for things here with gunplay, movement, mechanics, and the likes, but I think that's the only thing that I'm really going to accurately be able to gauge my interest in on is those smaller pieces here, the fundamentals. The actual mode itself, I don't think I can make too much of an assessment of how Vanguard's going to be based off of this. That said, like we mentioned, we've got a playable build here for this coming very, very soon. We didn't just get info dropped on this and then have to wait months to see more of it. For PlayStation users, this is actually coming as of this week, on the 27th to the 29th for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. So on one hand, it's awesome we get an early look at the game, an early hands-on feel, get to experience it for ourselves, but at the same time, on the other hand, this does confirm that Sony and Activision, that licensing deal is still indeed in place. So I'd imagine that we see a little bit more in terms of exclusives coming later, which we actually already learned a little bit about, one which we'll discuss for the second part of this video here, talking about the beta. But that said, the alpha will be playable again this upcoming week and can be accessed either via the application download for it or in any of the cross-launch blades for the main menus of Cold War or Warzone. If you have it downloaded when that time comes, it'll launch right into it, but if you don't, it will then take you to the PlayStation Store. So unfortunately, again, only for PlayStation users, but a playable build will be going out here as of this upcoming weekend, and we'll see our first real look at how Call of Duty Vanguard plays in a multiplayer sense. The preload for this starts tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern time, and I believe that's 11 p.m. in the UK and there in Europe, and it's entirely free, so all you have to do is just go on, find it, download, preload it, and get ready for this upcoming weekend. Now, this wasn't the only big thing we learned about in terms of multiplayer action for Call of Duty Vanguard. We actually learned a little bit about the beta as well, but before we jump into that, I want to let you guys know about my friends over at Gamer Advantage, who are currently running a site-wide 10% off discount, which code Espresso then stacks on top of that, meaning that you can net yourself a nice 20% discount from now until, well, actually just tonight. It ends as of tonight, so if you guys want to catch up on any extra discounts, now's a great time to do so. But I've said it before, and I will say it time and time again, that I genuinely think that if there's one partner that I've worked with that's helped me out in my day-to-day the most, it's absolutely Gamer Advantage. They're a company that specializes in blue light glasses, and as someone whose job keeps them looking at monitors for 10 to 12 hours a day for years on end, I've felt the effects of blue light over the years, and I've seen what it's done to my sleeping patterns, levels of eye strain, and more. Now, I've used blue light glasses for years now, but none of them come even close to Gamer Advantage pairs that I have. Normally, blue light glasses just kind of toss in a yellow lens to combat that blue by canceling it out, which sure can work, but it leaves you looking through these glasses with an ugly yellow hue on anything you look at. And that was a huge game changer for me, and probably one of the biggest things that drove me to them initially, was that what you see before you put on the glasses is what you see after having them on. There's no visual distortion whatsoever. Gamer Advantage glasses are also incredibly comfortable yet durable, and even prescription compatible, so they can help you out in that department as well. And if you want to go a step further, they even make a multivitamin specifically designed for your vision health called Eye Candy. So if you're even remotely like me, gaming on the PC, or even just looking at your phone for prolonged amounts of time a day, and you'd like to learn more, head on over to the link in the description below. And if you decide to pick anything up before midnight, remember code Espresso stacks on top of a 10% discount, giving you 20% total. But anyways, let's talk about this little bit of information we got in regards to the beta for Call of Duty Vanguard. So while this blog and what we learned today was primarily about Champions Hill and the alpha for Vanguard, we actually did get some information regarding the dates and when you can expect to see things for the beta. So Sledgehammer announced that this is going to be happening following a multiplayer worldwide reveal here on Tuesday, September 7th. So that's when we get to see our first looks at multiplayer, it seems like. And in what capacity, I don't think we really know just yet. That might just be like a sort of reveal event, something that puts up a trailer, but that beta follows shortly thereafter at that point. So you're not gonna have to wait too long to see what multiplayer is gonna be like in Vanguard to when you can actually experience it for yourself. Now, we talked about how there is still that Sony and Activision contract in which PlayStation users will get a little bit of exclusives, and this is that other bit of information we know in regards to the exclusives. There's gonna be 2 weeks for the beta. The first weekend from September 10th to September 13th, that's gonna be available for PlayStation early access users, the people that have pre-ordered, the people that have some sort of beta code, whether they got it for a friend from COD Champs as a viewer incentive, whatever the case may be. If you're on PlayStation, you can experience the game from September 10th to September 13th. Now, the second weekend is going to be more inclusive for everybody. You're going to end up having from September 16th to September 17th, Xbox and BNet or PC early access, along with a PlayStation open beta. So Xbox and PC users, that's going to be first reserved for those that have those pre-order bonuses, those beta codes that they got from wherever. But then at that point, anyone on PlayStation can jump in. Now, finally, from September 18th to September 20th, those final couple of days here out of weekend 2, that's when it's going to be open for all platforms, regardless of if you pre-ordered it and regardless of what platform you're on. So absolutely cool to see that we'll have Call of Duty Vanguard in our hands very shortly after seeing our first bits of multiplayer information. And then after that, it won't be too much longer until the game is fully out, about a month and a half. But we got a lot of stuff here coming up for Vanguard, and I'm excited to see how this all plays out. Again, I'm reserving any judgment until I actually get my hands on. So I'm just excited to finally get something new to play with here and to be able to fully deliberate on it. But anyways, that's where we're going to wrap it up. I would love to get your thoughts and feedback down there in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of Champions Hill? Are you guys looking forward to it? Are you looking forward to playing the alpha, the beta, whatever the case may be? Let me know your thoughts down below. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Vanguard and anything COD related. Again, there's so much stuff you don't want to miss here that's coming up very, very soon. So hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. And if you also want to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected outside of YouTube. Probably live on both those. So you guys are struck up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever the case may be. That link is down there in the description below. That said, thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.